Hi everyone, today you're going to learn how to solve fractional equation when using the lowest common denominator method. In the other video you learned how to solve fractional equations using the cross multiplication. However, this time you're going to use the lowest common denominator. Please make sure that you write everything down in your notebook so that you can compare with the cross multiplication method. And please remember, always use the method that you prefer most. Solve. 2x plus 3 over 5 equals 2x over 3. We're using the lowest common denominator method, so therefore we're going to have a look at 5 and 3. So what's the lowest common multiple? It's 15. So to get 15 of 5, I need to multiply by 3. What I do on the bottom, I need to do on top, so 2x plus 3 times 3. To get 15 of 3, I need to multiply by 5. What I do on the bottom, I need to do on top. So 2x times 5 as well. Please remember that our multiplication dot is the same as our multiplication sign. What we get is 3 times 2x plus 3 over 15 equals 5 times 2x over 15. Remember that you must use brackets since we want to multiply 3 by 3 and 2x by 3. Now we have a common denominator, and the rule of the lowest common denominator method is that when we have the same denominators, we are allowed to equate the numerators. Those are the numerators that we have. So you get 3 times 2x plus 3 equals 10x. You're going to expand brackets first, so 3 times 2x equals 6x, and 3 times 3 equals 9. And that's equal to 10x. We've learned to put all letters on the left-hand side and all numbers on the right-hand side. However, sometimes it's more easy to do it the other way around. In this case it is, since there are only letters on our right-hand side. So I'm going to subtract 6x from both sides so that we maintain balance. Think about the balance method. 10x minus 6x equals 4x. So you get 9 equals 4x. We want to know what 1x is, and therefore we need to divide everything by 4. You get 9 over 4 equals x. However, this might look a bit strange to you. So you can also swap it around. You don't need to do that, but you can do that. So you get x equals 9 over 4. This is not your final answer yet, since we can simplify it. There are 2 wholes and 1 remainder, so we get x equals to 1 over 4. And please make sure that you write this down as a fraction and not as a decimal number, since we want to know it as exact as possible. Alright, our second example. Please copy this in your notebook and then pause the video because I first want you to try it yourself. And afterwards you can check if you had your answer correct or not. So x minus 5 over 6 minus x plus 1 over 4 equals minus 2. So pause the video and check later on if you did correct or not. Alright guys, so let's check if you did correct. We're going to use the lowest common denominator method. But minus 2 doesn't have a denominator, or does it? As we know, we can divide everything by 1 and we will always get the same answer. So we can always write down a number as a fraction, since minus 2 is the same as minus 2 over 1. And now we can make the denominators the same. Our lowest common denominator, so we need to have a look at 6, 4, and 1. Our lowest common multiple is 12. So I'm going to multiply 6 by 2. And what I do on bottom, I need to do on top. So x minus 5 times 2 as well. Then I'm going to multiply 4 by 3. And what I do in the bottom, I need to do on top. So x plus 1 times 3 as well. And 1 times 12. And minus 2 times 12 as well. So If you have a difficult time to find the lowest common denominator, you can also do it the same with 24, since you can then multiply 6 by 4. You will get the same answer. The only thing is that you will get bigger numbers. Remember again, our multiplication dot is the same as our multiplication sign. What we get is 2x minus 5 minus 3x plus 1, and then all of them over 12 equals minus 24 over 12. Do not forget the bracket, since we want to multiply everything by 2 and everything by 3. As you can see, we now have the same denominator under 3 fractions. So that means that we are allowed to just equate the numerators. You get 2x minus 5 minus 3x plus 1 equals minus 24. Please remember that there's a minus over here, so I must copy it over there. And the minus belongs to the 3, so minus 3. Now we can simplify it by expanding brackets. So 2 times minus 5 and 2 times x minus 3 times 1 and minus 3 times x. We get 2x minus 10 minus 3x minus 3 equals minus 24. And again, we can simplify this by adding and subtracting like terms. So first, highlight the like terms to make it more easy for yourself. 2x and minus 3x are like terms since they both have an x. And minus 10 and minus 3 are like terms as well, since those are just numbers. 2x minus 3x equals minus 1x. We do not write down the 1 since we are really lazy. And minus 10 minus 3 equals minus 13. We want to get rid of the minus 13 since we want to have 1x left. So we add 13 on both sides. We get minus x equals minus 11. However, we do not want to know what minus x is. We want to know what 1x is, so positive x. We can divide everything by minus 1 to get a positive x. So x equals 11. I really hope that you had the correct answer, and if not, then please do not forget to ask your question. Good luck with studying!